Since 1945, Weatherby's been building the finest firearms and ammunition in the world. And today, we're proud to continue that legacy from our facility in Sheridan, Wyoming. This is On Our Mark, the Weatherby Podcast.
Welcome back to On Our Mark, the Weatherby Podcast. I'm your host, Luke Torkelson, with my co-host, Tyler Grayton, joining me today.
It's good to be here in a new spot.
It looks a little different.
A little bit.
These two fine young gentlemen set us up a new podcast studio.
Yes, sir.
It's been a fun project.
It's been real fun.
Yeah.
We had to move our old podcast studio for reasons that no one really probably cares about, other than we needed more office space. And so we had this photo studio that actually probably, I think, is going to end up being a better space.
It has benefited from it.
And so we just moved in. This is the first podcast recording here. So DJ and Koby, great job.
Appreciate it.
It looks good.
Thanks for just letting us do our thing and just being like, do it up.
It sounds good. I like this angled setup a little better, I think.
Yeah, it gives a lot of usable space. I remember the day that I told Koby and DJ that we were essentially making our old podcast into an office, and I'm like, don't freak out, but we're going to have to put the podcast studio into the photo studio room. And they're like, nope, not going to happen.
I immediately freaked out.
I'm no chance.
How are we going to do this? Because, you guys can't see in here now, but there was a lot of stuff in here. And so we had to really go through what we need.
It's spring cleaning time.
Well, spring cleaning.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be great. We'll shoot new product videos in here, hopefully. Do some interview stuff in here. It's just gives us a little bit of versatility in terms of customizing the back wall and stuff like that. So I think it turned out pretty darn good.
Yeah, we took what we had, and then when we took what we had with our old photography studio space and just was like, all right, let's start from zero and build it up on how we'd like it to look for not only a podcast studio, but like you said, the other things that we're going to use as. Like on this wall that you can't see, there's a big white background for all our white background photos. I will do launch video interviews of Adam or Luke or Tyler talking through new product. It's a new setting to do that in. We use the gun room downstairs a lot, so just a versatile setup, and then doing it how we wanted. We're the team here right now. I know you helped set up the other one, but it's been fun, and to see it come to life, and when we finally got this wall done that night, it was put all the stuff in, stand back, look at it, send the group a picture.
Yeah, we were stoked. We obviously have a little bit more decorating to do. I think we have some plans coming, some new signs, some fun stuff still to come. So,
yeah, and then we'll play with lighting moving forward. Right now, we just got the regular lights on, but we'll just see what happens and if we evolve that a little bit more moving forward.
I bet you do. Yeah, I'm excited.
These guys say we're always one camera or one lens or one flash away, one lighting unit away from having the best setup ever. So.
Yeah, what's the best lens? The next one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got one yesterday.
What? What'd you get?
1 to 400. So I bought one used, and I always buy my lens used, and it actually ended up having a lot of bad dust spots in it. Bought it off MPB, a very reputable seller, so returned it, got it back. I'm like, I'll eat the extra cash on this one. Just buy a new telephoto, brand new. So 1 to 400 for Sony G Master. I'm stoked on it. It's a fun lens. I played around with it a little bit before. So, yeah.
Did you see Canon's April Fool's?
I did not.
I can't remember exactly. It was they posted a new product. It was a lens.
Yeah.
And it was a 12 to 650 1.2.
Yeah. That thing you would probably have to haul in the back of a truck.
Yeah, just absolute not possible to make, but it was pretty funny.
There were some really good April Fools from the outdoor brands, just on that day. It was pretty fun.
All right, what was your favorite?
Oh, man. Ours was pretty darn good. Left-handed ammo. That was fun.
I love that the primer was stamped with an L.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't know. I wonder how many people got that part of it.
Well, and it was funny too because some of the comments I was reading them and some people seemed oh, this is a real thing. We totally got some people, which was fun. There's the one I thought was pretty good was the MDT one. I forgot what they called it, but it was basically a 2x4 stock.
Oh, the custom make your own stock?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
called the timber chore.
The timber chore.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was literally just a block of wood and then like screwing
That's
a bunch
pretty
of
good.
stuff into it. That one was a good one.
They're like different influencers of theirs or people they work with, like unboxing it and like making their own too. So it wasn't just like an MDT thing. It was like their community thing too.
I liked when they're like, hey, this is a wood, it's a wood stock. You're like, there's adjustability, but it only goes down. And it's like someone sawing it. So
I like that. Do you know that we still get an occasional like inquiry from Packin' Ponies?
Yes, because I saw that we still had the domain. I'm like, we have a website on this still? And I
Yeah.
went and checked it out.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Are you guys on that email distribution list? I bet once a quarter probably I get something like from some random like horse magazine like, hey, we'd like to interview you guys about this or something. Like, yeah, no response. Pretty funny. What were some other good ones?
Let's see, the Meat Eater flagship store did a double vinyl harness. That was
double
pretty
fob.
Good. Yeah.
Sierra Bullets did the left-handed bullet, so it kind of like was like with ours in a way.
yeah, they commented on ours and it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, perfect for our new bullets.
Yeah. So I saw that one.
Did you see the Barnes one with Hornady?
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed
No,
that one.
not with Hornady.
Vortex.
With Vortex. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, what was it? It was. Oh, what did they call it?
It was the 350 up wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 350 up wall. Yeah, where they never really like came out and said why it doesn't work, but I mean they made the taper opposite, so it actually like flared out. I'm like, you can't chamber, like it doesn't work. But it was pretty funny. Like that was a pretty long podcast on that.
Yeah, they never really even backed down from it being like a joke. Like they had
revolutionary.
They had their own podcast. They had the Vortex podcast. It was actually pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
Speaking of Vortex, though, I thought theirs was funny too. They had on their podcast, they had Mark and Ryan.
Yes, that was
doing a
hilarious.
podcast,
Oh
but
my
Mark had it was Eric and maybe Maggie.
Maggie.
Were talking to Mark, telling him what to do and say. So he would
Oh,
just
he was
do
a puppet.
Yeah, he was doing off the rail
Talking in a
things.
British accent, running around the table, and they didn't know what was going on. That was hilarious.
They must have done it like pretty early before
That's pretty good.
April Fools, but like Ryan, I thought Ryan was gonna kill Mark. He's like, "What are you
What is
doing?"
wrong with you?
But there was a funny like Mark, like he was like pretending there was a bug in the room, so he'd just be like freaking out, like trying to hit it and grab it, and they kept blaming it on Monster Energy drinks. He's like, "What is in that thing?"
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been a number of years, but I think probably the most April Fool's like forwarded thing that wasn't real was when Hornady did like the bullet vision thing. Do you guys remember that? It was years ago.
No.
It was like what a bullet sees. It was like a app that you had on your phone, and it would basically like as if the bullet was like a FPV drone.
Oh yeah.
And so you're just seeing the flight path of the bullet. I had like friends, relatives, you name it, like, can you believe this technology? I'm like, no, I can't.
It's unbelievable.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Oh wait, last one probably. Remy also had the meat-based plants instead of plant-based meat. That was
Yeah,
pretty funny.
I thought he did that last year.
He did do it last
That
year.
was a good one. Yeah,
I like that
The make the carrot out of meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're going to do plant-based meats, you might as well do meat-based plants. I thought that was pretty good. That's more my style.
Yeah.
Definitely more your style.
All right. That's enough April Fool's tomfoolery. We got to go bigger next year, though. Every year it sneaks up on me.
That's a DJ department for sure. Tyler
Every
and I
year.
are like, it's fun, but we're like, I don't know. Like that's a DJ, and Leslie and Chris are all like hyped on it. I'm just not the April
Hey,
Fool's
I
guy.
mean, just from the social numbers, it did really good. Just saying.
All right, we'll scheme something up better for y'all next year. We'll come up with something.
Usually, like a month or two ahead, I'm like, guys, what are we gonna do? And it didn't even like. It was April 1st. I'm like, oh, it's April Fool's Day today. It just snuck up on me. This year's going by fast. Mm-hmm. We've done a lot of new products already this year,
good. Yeah,
and we got another
some big
one
ones.
We got another one.
sitting right there. What is that?
This is our Mark V Compact Carbon. No, Carbon Compact. I totally just messed that up.
Try again. What is that?
This is our Mark V Carbon Compact. So BSF barrel, a little bit shorter stock, so like for the smaller statured shooters. And then fresh paint job on it, and it looks pretty darn nice. So
It looks great in the field. Like it looks good in like the website photos and all that. But that's one of those guns that once you get into the field, it really blends in and shows its look off.
So we haven't really had a compact stock version of a carbon barrel before, and now we do. So I'm pumped for that. And you're right, that paint job on that stock is very different than what we've done in the past. And I feel like if you set it down, you might lose it.
This is true.
Yeah, you might have to put some orange taping or orange markers on it.
Yeah, it's really nice. What chambering is that available in? Anybody know?
Yeah, so it's going to be all of our six lug standard chambering.
Mark
so,
5 6 lug. So 6.5 RPM, 25 RPM, 30-06.
280 Ackley,
Yep.
and 240 Weatherby.
Yeah, right in there. I'm going with 6.5 RPM. I mean, I'm not really compact, but if I was,
I was going
Yeah.
to say, I don't know if this one is designed by you. If anyone was looking, I had a blank look because I'm like, how do I respond to that? 'Cause I mean, maybe like a truck gun. It's kind of cool because it's a little bit tighter if you
well,
want.
to me, there's always this debate in the 6 lug action. It was like true in the backcountry and in the Capra. Like, which one do you go with? And to me, it's like it's either 6.5 RPM or 280 Ackley.
Yeah.
And I really like the 6.5 RPM.
6.5 RPM is pretty hard to beat, especially when you can get as heavy as a 156 Burger. I mean, that's pretty. You can shoot just about anything with that. So
Yeah, the BC is like 1.
yeah, and then it also has the DST brake. So we haven't done a DST in the Mark V line yet. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
I do love the DST. Like just how much less muzzle rise and dirt you get going everywhere.
it's
it's
if
a
you're shooting
benefit. But
prone,
if you're
yeah.
shooting non-suppressed, like I shot my Live Loud 240 unsuppressed the other day, and I was like, man, I need another suppressor.
Yeah, don't be a heathen.
we're one suppressor away.
That was a good callback. I love a good callback. Man. Well done, Deej. I'm let me back up. The carbon compact, it is what do you know the exact length of pull off the top of your head?
13.
13. So it's like inch and a quarter, almost inch and a half shorter. Yeah, that's significant.
Yeah, we got to test this a bunch with actually JD's family. So for one of the photo shoots, it's like it was JD shot it pretty comfortable, but then his wife, it fits his wife perfect, and then his kids too. So it's just like a lot of times when you think about a compact youth model of some sort, a lot of the times, and it's just like this is just a lot better quality. So like again, and we get a lot of people at shows being like, hey, that standard Mark V stock or the standard Monte Carlo stock just doesn't fit me as well when they shoulder it because it's just too long and they can't get that good eye relief that you need when you're shooting a gun.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's so different anatomically. I think if you're like probably 5'9" or below, the compact stuff can make sense. But even then, that's not like a hard and fast rule because people's necks are different. There's so many different build types, but I think having the option there is pretty awesome, and it looks good.
It does. I mean, for you, those of you who aren't looking, the stock is a modified Monte Carlo stock essentially. It's got a negative comb there, so when that recoil hits, it kind of directs that away from your face too. So I've always appreciated the Monte Carlo stock.
I'm kind of jealous of that paint job because, like you said, we're not built for the compacts, but that's one of my favorite paint jobs we've done on anything.
Yeah,
so
it does look really good.
kind of jealous of those folks that are going to run the compact.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the forest floor in the best possible way.
Yeah, it does.
Tyler, how's your bighorn training going?
Oh man, so good. I've gotten so many more miles. Look at Kobe laughing over there.
What are you laughing at, Kobe?
DJ and I have this thing that the conversation in the podcast always ends in running somehow.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what to tell you other than it's something that Tyler and I do together from time to time.
No, I love
And
it.
I
It's
like
just-
it is great.
No, it's great. It's just funny because like it just full circle moment. We're back. The
Anyways,
podcast is
going,
back. Yeah.
going so well. Yeah, it's been good. I've gotten way more miles than I started last year at this time. So
Yeah,
What-
same.
What about you?
It's going pretty good. It was probably about this time last year I found out I had a cyst in my left knee, and my left knee is feeling phenomenal this year. So
No, you don't. Do you think like the cyst just went away?
I do.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
well.
I don't know why or how that works, but yeah, it's gone.
Have you been getting a lot of miles?
I've been I think last week I did 24.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of in that 20 to 25. It's kind of what I've been trying to hit, but it'll like slowly start to ramp up as we get better weather here.
Yeah, the weather's been tough, but yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of snow. I think the last podcast we were talking about how we had no snow, and then we got dumped on last week, and now it's gone already.
Yeah, it's confused. It's the time of year. It's like mud season in Wyoming more than it is spring. So you don't know. It could be super nice and then snow, and then it's just like a muddy mess for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Did you both sign up for the 32 or 50? Again?
He's doing the 52 because he's more awesome.
52.
Yeah.
But
32?
I'm doing the 32 with my son and my brother and another buddy. And actually, there's quite a few of us that are doing the 32, it turns out. But yeah, I did 34 of the 50 last year with with some knee problems. So I feel pretty good at this point in the training cycle that I can probably handle the 32.
Yeah, it's just so fun to have a target to get ready for season. And it's kind of like going to start meshing here with bear season, getting a lot of vert in and stuff. So I like having a goal or something on the horizon to get after something.
Speaking of bears,
Yeah.
we recently did a podcast talking about our setups for bear hunting season, and this public video service provider that we often post on didn't really like that video very much, and they removed it for us. They didn't think that people needed to see it. And if you're a frequent watcher of this podcast in video format, there's only one place where that exists, and you can't find that podcast. It's not our choice. We got one of those slap of the hands. I'm trying to talk in code because I don't know how much this whole thing, I don't know how much they listen to exactly what I say or like the transcription. But yeah, if you are looking for that podcast, the audio still lives on other platforms.
Mm-hmm. Audio lives on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, tons of different ones. But we are uploading that video to Spotify now. So if you want to watch, you can go to Spotify. If you have a Spotify login, head there. You can watch the whole video. So
Yeah, and that one was good. It's fun. We go through kind of thought process on cartridge selection and all that good stuff. So
Yeah. It's a good interactive one. It is benefit to watch it, I felt like.
Did you have any changes of heart since we did that podcast?
Well, I might now be building a new rifle setup. So
That was like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, well, guns, they're fun, man.
Okay, what are you building?
I got a 6.5 RPM custom,
Okay.
Mark V action, Bastion stock, 22-inch carbon fiber barrel. I put gunsmith adapters in it.
So this might be is currently happening.
Oh yeah, yeah, like it's currently like it's all apart. I just got my scope in VX6 Gen 2. I got my J rail. I got my RPM Weatherby rings, which I wish I would have mentioned in the Bear podcast how much I love that bubble level. I don't know if I did or not, but
I think you did.
we talked about it with JD.
okay.
JD
Good.
mentioned it for you.
Yeah, good. Those, and then I haven't ordered another suppressor yet, but per my comment earlier, I will be ordering another suppressor. Tyler just ordered one, and I think I'm going to be going with that guy. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's a lot of suppressor activity.
156 grain burger and 124 grain hammers. I'll see how they both shoot, but
Two different ends of the spectrum.
very much so. But I mean, for bears, I'm thinking I'll stay at the 156 gram burger. I think I like a little more oomph on it, but I don't know. I shoot hammers out of my 300 Weatherby. I don't have any burger experience, so that's what are your thoughts on that, Luke?
Put me in the spot. I dig the high BC. That's, to me, there can be value in that. I probably would say I'm a hammer bullet fan overall.
Yes.
So all things equal, I would probably pick the hammer bullet. But depending on your hunting scenario, the extra BC on a 6.5 RPM could get you a significant additional ethical yardage.
Yeah. That's what and with bears, it's a lot of times cross canyon springtime, right? So I was kind of leaning towards that, but obviously we got to see what the rifle likes.
I've got the only animal that I know I killed but did not recover was a bear.
Do you remember if you were shooting a copper? Because my answer was going to be, I was going to say you should definitely use a burger, because bears tend to like blood trails wise, like if you're using a copper, right, it's going to, usually will leave like a good wound channel, and like a lot of time you're going to get passers, right? But bears don't bleed very well. So burgers typically are kind of known for anchoring, right?
They are.
Like when you get that bullet in the body cavity, they don't go far. And if they do, then you did something wrong. Normally. It's like, so part of me is like kind of team burger for bears, because are you going to blood trail through thick anyways? Probably not. Sometimes it makes it really hard.
Yeah. This scenario, I actually have, I think we did a whole podcast on this years ago, but we have video of the entry and the exit side, because there's kind of like a peanut gallery watching us, because we spotted this bear from like miles away, and they stayed back and like kind of watched.
Oh, wow.
So there's like a red mist exiting the vital area. Like we've got it multiple locations. It was a good shot, and we're pretty sure we heard him die. But even though there was like a red mist from an exit of a bullet, we never found, and this was like a premium bonded bullet. It wasn't the bullet's fault. The bear died. I'm sure of it. But he went into what I call now the Bermuda Triangle. It was like this couple acres of just crazy dense, thick woods. Like where we probably couldn't see DJ. The woods were so thick.
You'd have had to literally step on him.
Basically, that's the kind of stuff he was in, and so we just never found him.
Yeah,
and we had eyes. Like he never left Bermuda Triangle, because like they would have seen him leave.
Yeah,
and we walked for hours, never found him.
Sad.
It was a bummer. So yeah, I think I would also be team burger for bears. Not that there's anything wrong with hammer, because I shoot them almost exclusively too.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But
burgers, bears, Battlestar Galactica.
Burgers beats bears. There you go. That's all that you need to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, building a new rifle.
I have an identical rifle to you. I have the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 6.5 RPM.
Do you have it scoped up?
I do, but I have a Leica on it though.
Nice.
I bought an Amplus 6 not too long ago.
Oh, that's a good scope.
Yeah, it's cool
for the cost. That might be like one of the best, quote unquote, affordable, really good scope options.
Yeah, I haven't hunted with it yet. I've shot the rifle. It shot really good with the 127 Barnes. So it's just funny how every rifle likes something a little different. But yeah, it was shooting really good. I like the scope. Kind of got it all figured out. I've not hunted with it yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to potentially hunting with it this spring, or like an antelope hunt or something this fall. So,
DJ, you aren't in that podcast, but if you were going bear hunting, what's your setup?
My ideal setup would be to trade in the rifle for a 12 gauge shotgun and go chase turkeys.
So you're saying turkeys beats bears?
Yeah, I'm just not a huge bear guy. Like, I just not. Just growing up in Wisconsin, this spring's meant for turkeys for me. So my May is pretty booked. I'm running around chasing Miriams and Easterns and all the things. So I'll be running the Element 2 turkey, which I'm stoked to use. Got a Vortex Viper on it. So yeah, should be a good time.
I see what you did there. That was very like
did-
that was like
good.
a politician's answer. Thank you for asking about the budget.
I was actually kind of waiting for you to like ask me for my bear setup, and then I had that planned.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
just
a good
hard pivot.
great podcasting. Good transition into
Yeah.
the next subject.
I
Yeah.
watch enough of them, so I know how to segue them.
Not like you edit every one of them or anything.
All right, I'm a reverse your reverse like we're playing Uno.
Oh man,
Pick a Vanguard that would have been your if like I'm forcing you into a Vanguard on a bear hunt.
100%. Yeah, I love my Vanguard. I have one in 257. It's the Vanguard Talon, but we're not doing that one anymore. But my pick would be either the Vanguard Obsidian or the Black Hills. Like I said, I'm not a huge bear guy, so if I'm only using it for bears, going with one of those more affordable options, the Black Hills is a little bit better out of the package just because of what you get with it. You get the Arca rail, you get the Arca pick rail, or not? You get the Arca pick rail and the Picatinny rail for scope mounting.
Yeah.
So like out of the box, you are basically ready to go on accessories, and it's going to be right around like $600, I think, $700. But that would be the way to go for me. So
What scope are you gonna throw on there?
honestly, something budget. I like if I'm sticking with that budget build, I'm going with like just a pretty basic Vortex or maybe like a VX3, so you could have the CDS dial system on there. So I think that would be nice, but probably one of those two.
That new VX4 is looking nice. You'd be
Yeah.
about as much as your rifle into it, but
For sure.
it's a little bit more affordable of a gold ring per se.
Yeah, and I think compared to the VX3, I checked that out at Western Hunt, but the VX4 is just a little bit better glass, like similar feature set, but
get like
it was
a-
nice. I think they were like right around $1,000.
3.5 to 14 by 50 for 850-ish. I think I looked at the other day, something like that.
Yeah.
Close to that. Don't quote me exactly on that, but
This could be a good option. I like that.
If I had to pick a rifle.
If you had to pick a
Yeah.
rifle.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But if you didn't have to pick a rifle, you're picking a shotgun.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Me and Dino have already been out.
Yeah, we did get out last Wednesday, it was. But yeah, it was fun. We heard a couple gobbles in the morning, but they just weren't fired up yet. We couldn't strike them up. We heard probably 3 different birds or so, but they each, like right off the roost, they went like 2 or 3 times, and that was it. We couldn't find them again. So still super fun to get out, though. I was stoked. I was like shaking, you know.
they're fired up in my backyard. Just come on over.
They're fired up everywhere. Trip and I were doing this activity that's like walking but faster, and we saw some turkeys. I didn't want to bring it back to running since you called me out on that.
That was phenomenal.
Thanks. We were running by some turkey, like a couple toms, just like fully fluffed up, like about to go at it, and we walked fastly by these guys, and they did not care at all that we were there. But I bet if we'd had a shotgun and it was like where we could hunt them, they'd have been gone. But it was, I mean, they're doing rutting turkey things.
They're getting fired up.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, what did we see? One place had like 12 strutters or something insane.
Yeah, we took a drive and down a road that I have hunted multiple times there. There's a piece of public where you can catch them on down there. Anyways, typically the birds on that road, though, they like to hang out in front of this one guy's house. And
I know
there
the road you're talking
probably
about.
about 70 of them. And
Really?
like, there was like 10 full strut birds, and it was pretty crazy, but
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
we just drove right past them, like 5 feet away. So
Man, it's that I get so excited this time of year because I kind of feel like I feel about turkeys how you feel about bears, but I still like it's fun. I'd get out there, but I'm getting
sure.
pumped for bear season and just for being able to get out generally. It's been so mild.
This is gonna be a weird year. Back to the bears. Luke, have you ever done a baited bear hunt before?
I have.
What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I sat on bait for days and I didn't ever see a bear on bait. I saw bears not on bait, and so we made a play on bears that were not there. But I mean, I think it definitely helps. But like from a hunting perspective, but if you like in areas where like here we have a ton of bears, I got no beef with it. But it
Yeah.
is not a slam dunk. It's still hunting.
Yeah, I feel like my opinion on this over the years is like gone up and down. Like when I was younger, I'd be like, "Oh no, that's not cool at all." But like the older I get, and like just even like doing one of those Alberta things, it's like a different kind of cool because it's like you're so close to so many bears. Brian Call just had like a cool video that he released.
I have not done like that one where you're set up 50 yards or less from basically archery range from, and those are like tanks of bears, like
7-foot bears,
big boys.
Yeah.
I've not done that.
So yeah, I just watched Brian Call just launched a video on it, and it's pretty cool. It's just a different kind of cool. One's not. I mean, everyone wants to argue about what's better and what's not, but I think it's just different. So I think it would be cool to do a baited hunt, but I think I would enjoy spot and stock like better, like hunting style wise.
Yeah, I think I'm with. I 100% agree with that. I would very much just enjoy observing a bear for a while. That they're just weird.
Yeah,
like,
they're kind of goofy. They roll around. They sit on their butts. I don't know. They do weird stuff.
They do weird stuff. Yeah. Speaking of weird stuff, I'm just gonna do all these segues today. I did a weird thing last week. I drove to Denver and back in the same day.
Was that like 6 hours?
It was 6 hours each way. Yeah, I was actually had a meeting in Estes Park at the Visitor Center, like right at the entrance of Rocky Mountain National Park and Estes Park, which is the town. But it was with the Secretary of the Interior, and I left that meeting like kind of excited for America. It was really cool. He was having a meeting about gateway communities like Estes Park is to Rocky Mountain National Park, and how they can better, how the Park Service can better work with those communities to have a more symbiotic, mutually beneficial relationship. And it was really neat. Like there was some climbing guides. There was a couple other NGOs. I was actually representing Mule Deer Foundation that day. But what made me just think about it is the Department of Interior that oversees BLM and National Park Service and a bunch of other public land entities. They're quite concerned about this coming summer from a wildfire perspective. So we spent quite a bit of time talking about that. Mule Deer Foundation does a lot of work, both on the mitigation side of reducing fuel load, and then on the other side on recovery. And so that's what I was representing. But it was really cool. I don't know why I threw that in there, but that happened, and I was really impressed with Secretary Burgum. He kind of had I don't really like the word common sense, because I think it's been overused, but he had a really cool common sense approach to just how businesses and the park could work together. And he's like, this shouldn't be that hard, and let's make it great. And everybody left very encouraged. It was cool.
That's positive, and it's good to hear that there's someone in that position that's something that we care about very deeply, has an influence on what we care about deeply, is someone like us in a way, in that way. Yeah,
I don't think about it all that often, but the land that we have in national parks is enormous. Like he explained how we have a Department of Transportation typically, and that oversees roads. Well, the amount of roads inside of national parks, like just think of Yellowstone. Like there's hundreds of miles of roads in Yellowstone, and then you start adding Yosemite and Teton and like some of these huge parks, and you don't even forget about all the smaller ones. But he's like, there was no one person over all the roads, so each individual national park had to basically take care of their own roads, and they all did it different. That's why some are really good roads and some are not so good roads. So just little things like that like having a business person come in and be like, why would you do it that way? And not accept, because we've always done it that way, as an answer. It was very encouraging. So I just thought I should share that with you guys.
That's awesome. There's been a lot of just, government things going on, but we had the public lands thing that's kind of ongoing and kind of been highlighted a lot. So it's good to be informed on things like that.
Yeah, I think so too. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about today?
No, I can't.
Think I'm good.
I mean, we could go through my training block, but
I mean, you just can't call it running, apparently.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
Fast hiking.
Fast hiking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all didn't know where I was going at first when I was like, we were like walking, but faster. That was fun.
That was so good.
That was good.
You know, it's a big part of why I get to, I don't know. It's just a big thing.
No. It's great, and there's nothing wrong with it. But we have DJ and I, desk buddies sitting out there. We like to poke fun at it a little bit because
You open this can of worms now, Kobe.
Yeah,
I remember this one time, this guy that worked for us signed up for this race and he didn't even do it.
this is true. This is true.
Look at
Can you
that.
remember his name?
I think I'm sitting right here.
Was it JD?
No, it was Kobe. He did sustain an injury,
I
but
did tweak the MCL,
yeah.
but
But now you just open a can of worms, so I'm going to dish it out.
bring it on.
All right. If you want to learn more about the Carbon Compact, get on weatherby.com and go check it out. This is not an offer to sell this gun. It's just an offer for you to go and find out more information because we don't want the video hosting platform to get angry at us about talking about this thing. So we like it a lot. It's a great tool. Make the decision for yourself. The end.
Boom.